Qualifying for the O-1 visa as an international student, meet Aria and Miguel. Both are brilliant international students graduating this year. Both dream of building their careers in America. In 2 years, Aria will scramble when her OPT expires, competing against thousands for limited H-1B lottery spot with only 30% chance of staying in the country. But Miguel, he'll bypass the H-1B lottery entirely with an O-1 visa reserved for individuals with extraordinary ability. He'll have the freedom to work for multiple employers, negotiate higher pay, and have a clear path to a green card. What's their difference? Not talent, not potential. The difference is strategy. And that's exactly what I'm sharing today. So, if you're an international student who wants to stay and thrive in America after graduation, this might be the most important video you'll ever watch. Welcome back to VeriPass channel, where we help skilled professionals navigate the US immigration system with confidence. Today, we're tackling the question I get asked the most by international students. Is the O-1 visa actually possible for someone like me? The answer is yes, and I'm going to show you exactly how to make it happen, even if you're still in school. Before we dive in, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss our weekly immigration strategy videos. Now, Section 1, the student dilemma. Let's be honest about the situation international students face. You're allowed to study in America on an F1 visa. You get optional practical training for 1 to 3 years after graduation. Then what? For most students, there are 3 traditional paths. Return to your home country, enter the H-1B lottery and hope for the best. Pursue further education to extend your stay. But there is a 4th that most students never consider, which is qualifying for the O-1 visa while you're still a student. Why don't most students pursue this option? First, there is a myth that O-1 visas are only for celebrities and Nobel Prize winners. Not true. Second, most students don't understand how effectively translate their academic achievement into O-1 qualifications. And third, this is the big one. Most students don't start building their case early enough. The biggest mistake international students make is waiting until graduation to think about immigration strategy. By then, you've missed years of critical opportunity building. Section 2, understanding the O-1 criteria. Let's clarify what extraordinary ability actually means for the O-1 visa. You need to satisfy at least 3 of those 8 criteria: nationally, internationally recognized prizes or awards, membership in associations requiring outstanding achievement, published materials about you in professional publications, judging the work of others, original scientific, scholarly, or business-related contributions of major significance, authorship of scholarly articles, employment in a critical capacity at distinguished organizations, high salary or remuneration. Now, here is where most international students get discouraged. They look at this list and think, how can I possibly qualify when I'm just a student? That's the wrong question. The right question is, how can I strategically pursue activities during my studies that will satisfy this criteria? Let me show you how each criterion can be achieved while you are still in school. Section 3, the hidden pain point. Beyond the basic criteria, there are deeper challenges international students face when pursuing the O-1 visa. Challenges that most immigration advisors never address. The documentation gap. Universities excel at education, but rarely provide the specific documentation O-1 applicants need. Most recommendation letters from professors aren't structured properly for immigration purposes. Another is the relevance dilemma. Many international students participate in impressive activities that they fail to connect to their field of extraordinary ability. USCIS requires you to demonstrate extraordinary ability in your specific field, not just general impressiveness. Now is the comparative evidence problem. USCIS officers need context to evaluate your achievement. Most students submit evidence without explaining why it demonstrates extraordinariness in their field. The premature specialization trap. Many students narrow their focus too quickly, limiting their ability to accumulate diverse evidence across multiple criteria. The networking deficit. Building a support network of established professionals who can provide compelling letters is crucial. Yet, most students interact only with professors and peers. Which of these pain points resonate most with you? Comment below. Section 4. The strategic framework. Now, for the actionable part, I'm going to share the VeriPass strategic framework for international students pursuing the O-1 visa. This is a 4-year roadmap that we've used to help dozens of students successfully transition from F1 to O-1 status. Year 1. Foundation building, or you can call that freshman or first year. Strategic course selection. Don't just take required courses. Identify classes with professors who publish actively, have industry connections, offer research opportunities, show sample course schedule with strategic selections highlighted, early research engagement. Volunteer as a research assistant. Join labs, even in minor roles. Document all participation meticulously. Association identification. Research professional associations in your field that have students' membership categories, offer students competitions, publish student work. Year 2. Evidence accumulation. Sophomore or second year. Collaborative publication strategy. Co-author papers with professors. Submit to student-friendly journals. Create publication plan with increasing prominence. Competitive recognition. Enter departmental competitions. Apply for university-wide honors. Document all applications, even unsuccessful ones. Judging opportunities. Volunteer to review students' journals. Participate in peer review processes. Serve on students' competition panels. And year 3, prominence building. Junior or third year. Media coverage cultivation. Pitch your research to university publications. Develop relationships with department PR staff. Create content highlighting your expertise. Selective leadership. Target positions in recognized organizations. Document organizational accomplishment. Secure letters from supervisors about your critical role. Specialized conference strategy. Present at conferences that publish proceedings. Moderate panels when possible. Network strategically with potential recommenders. Year 4, case finalization. Senior or final year. Gap analysis and remediation. Assess which O-1 criteria you've met. Focus intensively on addressing weaknesses. Generate additional evidence in strongest categories. Documentation, standardization. Create templates for recommendation letters. Ensure consistent presentation of achievements. Also develop comparative context for your accomplishment. And now to transition planning. Identify potential O-1 sponsors. Develop post-graduation employment strategy and create timeline for application submission. And now to Section 5, Advanced Strategies and New Perspectives. Now, let's explore some perspectives that most immigration advisors aren't discussing. the field definition advantage. One of the most powerful, yet underutilized. It is carefully defining your field of extraordinary ability. Most students define their field too broadly, computer science, or too narrowly, neural network optimization for autonomous vehicles. The strategic approach is finding the optimal specificity that encompasses your strongest achievement. As a smaller comparative peer group still offers sufficient employment opportunities. The parallel evidence approach. Traditional advice focuses on meeting 3 separate criteria. Our more effective approach builds multiple types of evidence for each activity. For example, a research project can generate original contribution evidence, published material about you, scholarly articles. And now let's talk about the expert letter metrics. Most students collect recommendation letters randomly. The strategic approach is creating a comprehensive expert letter matrix that covers each claimed criterion, includes expert for academia, industry, and professional associations, provides specific comparative statement about your abilities. The OPT leverage strategy. Most students use OPT as merely a job hunting period. Strategic students use it as an O-1 preparation platform. Select employers that will strengthen specific criteria. Negotiate for roles that demonstrate critical capacity and secure commitment to support an O-1 petition within the OPT period. And now to section 6, which says common objections and solutions. Let's address this. The most common concerns international students have about pursuing the O-1 visa. I'm not exceptional enough. This is the most common misconception. Remember, extraordinary ability. In immigration terms, is not the same as world famous. It means you stand out in your field. We've helped students with solid but not spectacular academic records qualify by strategically building evidence in specific criteria. I don't have enough time left in my program. The earlier you start, the better. But even if you're in your final year, you can use OPT strategically, intensify evidence generation in 2-3 specific criteria. Consider strategic program extensions. My university advisors told me to focus on the H-1B. Most advise the H-1B route because it's the standard path, not because it is best for you. I've heard O-1 applications are expensive. When you factor in the cost of multiple H-1B lottery attempts, the lost income for potential gaps in work authorization, higher salary potential with O-1 status, the long-term advantage for green card applications, the O-1 route is often more cost-effective in the long run. And now, the most interesting part of all, VeriPass advantage. At VeriPass, we've developed specialized resources specifically for international students pursuing the O-1 visa. Customized recommendations for activities that align with your field and strengthen specific O-1 criteria. Template and tools to ensure every activity is documented properly for immigration purposes. Connections to professionals who can provide compelling comparative evaluations in your field. The transition from international student to O-1 professional isn't a matter of luck. It is a matter of strategy. Start where you are. Whether you're a freshman with 4 years to build your case or a senior with just a month left, there are specific actions you can take today to strengthen your O-1 eligibility. For students serious about building an extraordinary career in America, book a strategy session with our team using the link in the description. And if you find this video helpful, please hit the like button, share it with other international students, and leave a comment with your biggest takeaway.